pops up, the neon starts to glow. Lowercase connection, entering the show. Top right corner where the wallet interacts. Digital contract tracking down the facts. The ticker symbols blinking on the sidebar screen. The dark is the atmosphere setting the scene. Round one is coming, the season's on the clock. Secure the network, time to lock it in the block. Welcome to the darker matter. Standard rules apply. Load the fuel cells up before the timer passes by. Into the void we will go, where the smart ones play. Minting out the future, trade into the shadow. Watch the ticker climb. Feel the data stream. Living on the edge of the cyber grid machine.
Waiting at the gate, calculating yields while we wait upon the day. Claim the EDOT payouts, tally up the wins. This is where the high stakes strategy begins. They say it's for the smart ones, written on the wall. A gamified ecosystem standing tall. Read the how to play if you wanna know the way. Before you launch the app or end in disarray. Ticks on the countdown, now it's turned to days. The price of darker matter, moving through the haze. Is it an illusion? Is it by design? Watch the smart contract as it aligns. 3, 2, 1. Let the protocol run. Welcome to the darker matter. Standard rules apply. Load the fuel cells up before the timer passes by. Into the void, here we go, where the smart ones play. Minting out the future, trade into the shadow. Watch the ticker climb. Feel the data stream. Living on the edge of the cyber grid machine. Cells loaded, void is open. Connect the wallet and fade into the dark.
Hey kids, this is Pulse Ray Vision coming to you live from Quattro Cinco Studios in my mom's basement with an update. Fate of over 153,000 Darker to be decided in less than 18 hours. We have some very interesting people coming out of the woodwork and dumping the Darker because they had no idea that it existed, and then they had no idea that it was worth any token worth a buck these days. Is just it just makes people stupid. Yeah. Welcome to the Darker Matter. Yo. Jonathan Kampala coming in early with the heat. My brother from another mother. I was actually talking with a friend of ours, Mr. Brandon Davis from Build the Tech, the other day, and we were both talking about just how cool it was that whole trip to Texas. And meeting you guys down there in person was like magic. And the bond that you get to form in person at meetups and tours and things like that, even the people we hung out with at the highest of stakes, is just, you just you have that connection, and it reaches across sides. It's magic. It's magic, and it's electric. Good evening, Mr. Crypto Cat. Yeah, we've had some dumpers. We've had some what do you call them? Not jetered. At the opposite. What's the opposite of a dumper? We've had some FOMOers grabbing some stacks of darker at around $1.40 or $1.50. Maybe they believe in something that you don't. Maybe they know something you don't. But we'll look at that. These crazy dumpers, like I said, we got several dumpers that are obviously not watching these streams, so I can talk about them and tell them they're just they got none of them have minted, so they're not tax exempt anymore. They're paying the tax. So the tax, we've seen the tax spot, the keeper start selling into the EDI pool again, and we've seen the buy bot buying them back up, and then we just see them dump and feed and feed and feed. If they just watched one of these streams, they would know that, first of all, if they just mint 10 of them, the rest is tax free, and they've been dumping. Some of them have been dumping over 1,000. The other thing that they would know is that if they don't want to push the price against themselves, they can go to a little place called 0xbistro.io or Jolt.io. I'm not sure. Either way, I'm telling you guys, like they could have like made off with a lot more money than they did, but they just don't have access to the information maybe. And so the people in this community, these ride or dies, these holders of like 90 holders of mints are really in the know. They're really deep into this. They understand a lot more about blockchain than most people. They understand a lot more about, pulse chain than most people. And I think they understand a lot about liquidity and pairing and Hart's law and Metcalfe's law. Hex Glenn's in the house. Another person that we met in Texas. We went down to Texas. Not that he's from Texas, but I remember he drove like 48 million hours and hung out with us in Georgetown, and it was a blast. I mean, like I said, when you meet someone in person, your spidey senses kind of go up. You're like, is this person like fake? Is this person trying to get something from me? Is this person genuine? And time after time, people like a Wild SJ and Eco Builder and Crypto Coffee and Brandon from Build the Tech, Brandon Davis, Crypto Bella. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. What was her name? It was Hexy Quinn back in the day, but she changed it. And I'm not going to use her real name here. Docs her. She super cool. Everyone in Salt Lake, Salt Lake has a really, really strong crypto community and actually a very strong Hex community. So that was like one of the biggest stops on the tour that Crypto Sparbook did that one year. And I felt like it was a failure because I didn't have like 10,000 people there to learn about Hex. But later they told us, hey, that was a great meetup you put together. Like those people really showed up. So shout out to the Salt Lake Hexicans. They have their own Telegram group somewhere. I haven't been in there in a bit. I should probably reach out there and say, hey guys, Darker Matters, kicking ass so far. I mean, if you had told me that by round 3 we would be giving out $153,000 of Darker, I would say you're crazy, for real. But that's where we're at, and right now the prices are depressed down to like $1.50. So, yeah, it's a crazy amount of money, and I did make a special thumbnail for this occasion. I'm gonna throw this link out here for y'all. Paste it here. Paste it in X. Nope, that's the wrong one. There we go. I wonder if I shared the wrong stream. I might have shared the wrong stream on Twitter, but this is the StreamYard link to join the group. Let me double check this. No, it's the Fate. It is that one that I shared, so it's the right one. And right before this, we did a story time where we read Rings of Dust. So I know that it is a Friday night. Hopefully, you've got better things to do with your life than listen to some crackhead, crypto dude from his mom's basement. But I appreciate you guys being here. Let me share the screen as well, and I'm going to put the I'm going to put the link to join in our Telegram as well. There we go. Well, oh, that's a little DMs to someone else. I need to reach out to Crypto Bella and see if she'll make any more of these cool videos that she was making back in the day for Darker Matter and getting people's attention. Because there are no girls in crypto. There just aren't. It's the internet. There's really no girls on the internet, period. But definitely not in crypto. So when Sami saw her and thought she was AI, it was pretty funny. Pretty funny. I've got to talk to you, your friend Sami, for a second. I used to think you were pretty cool. I still think you're pretty cool. But there's just a few hexagons that you tend to suck up to on stream that are not good hexagons, that have proven themselves to harm the community several times over. So you might want to ask a few OGs about the people you're shouting out and giving praise to on your stream, because they might be pariahs. They might be cancer. So just throwing that out there, Mr. Sami. Because we know you're lurking. We know you're watching. I don't know why you won't mention Darker Matter or Anti-Gravity yet. But someday you. I don't think that the KOLs on Pulse Chain will have a choice but talk about Darker Matter and Rings of Dust, because this really is turning out to be the most scarce token by far since its launch, which is just insane. And since its launch, I've seen a couple of things, and I mean, that decay tax that Left came up with is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. If you're going to give tokens to somebody and they turn around and dump right away, they really don't deserve they don't deserve full price for their dump. And we've seen that with our sales tax here. It's been working and people haven't gotten full, but I don't think they should even get 90%. I don't think they should get 80%. I think if someone gives you a token, like you get an airdrop token, now granted, it was based on previous behavior. So in a way you earned it, but also it's still a gift. If you take a gift, and I've seen this several times in crypto where I've sent people tokens and they literally just dump from that address immediately. And I'm like, hey, notice you dumped that right away. I'm probably not going to include you in any more giveaways, just so you know. And they get really upset. They're like, what? And it's like, no, why would I give someone my baby when they keep dropping my baby? So that decay tax that he came out with on his token launcher on NexionPulse.com, it's brilliant. I think in the future you'll see a lot of defenses in crypto, because you have the obvious rug pulls. They don't need defenses. They just hype up the market and they get the jeeters in there. They get the gamblers, palms all sweaty, and they suck them in. And whatever, like the founders start dumping immediately, like within minutes. It's literally like, it's not even like musical chairs. It's like Russian roulette with an automatic machine gun just spinning around in the middle of the room. It's bananas. And if you're into that and you're good at it and you've made money, I am not mad at all. I think you're awesome, and I think you should continue to kick ass, take names, and make money. and hopefully over time you park at places where it will benefit you long term. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm not mad. I don't hate the player. I hate the game, right? As they say in the 70s all the 90s all the time. So where was I going with this? Yeah, I think that in the future, that decay tax is beautiful. I also checked out another project today. Finally, I mean, I've heard about it. I know about it. The DEX is linked to our website right here, switch.win/DApp. This is one of the places you can go on the aggregator from. Oh, where is it? Is that it? Is that it? Nope. Oh, this does have our thing. Oh, that's where the other one was. Check out this. This was a badass thumbnail, I thought, from the other night. Dark Matter Stream Live, Unlock the Cosmos. That's a great freaking AI is kicking ass and taking names when it comes to the thumbnail game. I'm just saying. All right, continue playing. This is a Morbius where we've taken a really deep look at the casino and the chances of winning and what they're doing here. I think shout out to Fire Kyle. I mean, there's so much packed in here and linked, and he's doing a great job of promoting it and tying some cool stuff. And the scan thing, we tried to scan our own token, it didn't work. I'm gonna have to reach out to him on that, but that's neither here nor there. That's not even something that we're really worried about. So let me find the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for, maybe I don't have it on here. I don't think I have it on here. Let me open a new window here. So it is switchx finance, and then you launch the app, and you know, you can say continue to switchx. So you can obviously swap here. You can earn here with liquidity. So here's some pools that you can provide liquidity and earn. I think it's paying out the switch token. Is it? It might. Let's see here. Native pools with 75% auto lock, maximizing protocol alignment. Native pools with 95% auto lock. Oh, so these are the ones with auto lock. So here's a bunch of switch and USDC that's paired together. How much is it in there? The TVL is 83K. Switch and Pulse has 33K. Switch and Hex has 26K. Switch and Wrap ETH has 18K. And then here's some more that, see, this is auto lock at 90%, 95%. Huh. So does that mean that's the percentage of them that's locked up? I actually didn't play around with the pools. I just know that here's yet another place for farming, kind of like, Nexion Pulse has some farms. In fact, they have some NFT farms we can create maybe in the future. And wouldn't be interesting if people took their, well, I guess you couldn't take your staked ones and farm them, but in a way, well, actually, if you stake your NFT after the jackpot from that round, you are technically farming the NFT and getting paid out in liquid darker. So that already exists, but there might be some other interesting things going on. Automated vaults, self-managed LP, my positions. In fact, wouldn't it be interesting? Let me just throw this out there. Wouldn't it be interesting if there was a farm for the Dark Matter version 1 NFTs? And so people started collecting those and farming those. Crazier things have happened on blockchain, just throwing that out there. And then you got lock. This is what flipped the switch in my brain. Because I know that we all have the attention span of a butterfly goldfish. I get that. I do too. And so when we came up with the ways to stake the darker NFTs, the fuel cell NFTs, we thought 33 days is enough for someone to try, like, dip their toe in the water and see how it works. and then go longer. And then we thought 180 days is the longest anyone's ever going to stake in crypto at this point, because it's Jeetville. Like if people are considered long-term holders, if they hold for a whole day, and if they go to sleep still holding a token, they are considered diamond hands right now. It's bananas. But then I saw this. So he's got the decaying lock right here. So voting power decays toward expiring, early exit available with penalty, and the standard lock is up to 2 years. I thought it was 2 years, like automatically. So it's up to 2 years. And then the burn forever lock is a lot like our void. Permanently destroy switch for 2x non-decaying voting power, irreversible. So you get 2 times the voting power if you burn it versus if you just lock it for a specific time. So create standard lock, so you can do 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 year max. I thought that it was a 2 year, the option was 2 years or permanent. And I thought to myself, you know what? I think we've been too soft. I think we've been too kind. I think we've been giving out too. I think that because the market's been down for so long and everyone needs a hit of dopamine and adrenaline, and everyone needs to be rewarded all these tokens that don't hold their value all the time. I almost feel like you got to swing the pendulum to the other side. I feel like you've got the rubber band has to snap in the opposite direction, where it's like, no, I'm making a commitment like our void burn. I'm making a forever commitment. I'm never going to have access to this NFT again. I'm never going to have access to this jackpot winning again. I'm literally, letting go, and I'm sacrificing it in the truest sense of the word. It's gone forever. Or you do like a 2-year lock. Now the problem with the 2-year lock in our game right now is that our game is 2 years long. So if you locked it, you'd lock the whole game. But if we go through another crazy bear market that lasts for 5, 6, 7 years or whatever, again, after we finally get our season, it would kind of make sense to have a longer game that did require longer sacrifice, because you might as well build your position to the highest rank you can while you're waiting for the Ethereum to come back. And hopefully in the future, we've learned our lesson. Maybe not, maybe it's not, and maybe this isn't even possible. But maybe we, decorrelate. Maybe, I don't know how or who would actually do this, but maybe someone can decorrelate from Ethereum, and maybe Ethereum can decorrelate from Bitcoin more. Like that would be really cool to see that. I'm actually, again, the attention span of a butterfly goldfish. I had to find out where the hell does this cord go? It's so long. It's so insanely long, and it's hooked to something. Holy no? What is it? Oh, okay. So that's an HDMI cord that's connected to one of my monitors. Sorry, just like a cat with a ball of yarn. This is bananas. It's such a thick cord too. I know what you guys are thinking. You can say it in chat. Yeah, Crypto Coffee's been killing it. Crypto Coffee is the #1 streamer of Hex and Pulse Chain right now, by far. He is the only one really showing what's going on every day. He's got the charisma, he's got the followers, and he's been fairly consistent lately. I would also say, obviously, Crispy Man talking about the actuator, and even Johnny Chaos, but Johnny Chaos he's not a KOL, he's a personality. He's a member of the community that has garnered a lot of respect for good reason. He's been very, very staunch on his principles. And he should be, but I wouldn't consider him really a KOL, and I don't think he would either. He's just got some great insight and some really strong convictions. He's a good dude. But I look for projects that have a spokesperson that shows up every day or nearly every day, like Tangent with Green Wick. like me, like me with Darker Matter, like Fat Sammy, who's starting to pick up engagement with Pulse Bitcoin, like Sami, who's always talking about the P dies. Like there's if you look, like a project is not going to grow itself. I mean, no, I take that back. There could be VCs with a shit ton of money that pump a price of a project and get people's attention and buy some marketing on specific websites. That doesn't work as well as it used to, but it can work, and that's one way you can do it. But if you do that, then KOLs and crypto bros are going to start talking about it. So you still have to have someone talking about your project to grow the community, to pump the price. That's just part of the game. That's like it's tied to Metcalfe's law. Metcalfe's law is tied to price. I don't care who you are, what you say. One big whale can buy blah, blah, blah. Yes, but when one big whale buys a whole bunch of something, what happens? Oh, everyone chases it, and Metcalfe's law. It's at this point, I believe Metcalfe's law is irrefutable. And when I saw this burn and this standard lock, which I thought was 2 years minimum, I thought to myself, yeah, why are we making it so easy for I mean, if people just want to cheat, they're going to cheat anyways. They're going to dump anyways. They're going to go chase the next shiny object anyways. But the people that understand a project to its core and believe that the project has merit and credit and potential, those ones should be rewarded the most if and when that project succeeds. And so, yeah, SwitchX, very interesting project here. I believe voting power is cool, but I think you got, okay, so reserved credits, burn credits, farm claimable, farm switch can be claimed liquid auto locked into V switch or saved here as a standard, or burn credits to lock later. So you can create a lock from your credits and create a burn lock from your credits. So that's interesting. I have not ventured that far into this protocol, but I've heard really good things. And I did ask Brandon point blank, like I do with everything. I say, what's the cheat code? How do you win? Who wins? What behavior do you want to incentivize the most? And he said, right now, buy Switch, burn it for the token, for the NFT. And I hope this is the right place to be doing that. I might be telling you guys the complete wrong stuff to do, but lock board rewards, lock. Yeah, here's your lock rewards. There's your V switch voting rewards. You have no V switch locks, analytics. Crazy analytics. Let's do a small one here. Let's go to our wallet, which probably, no, it's signed into. That's cool. So we're in our Stream Addy wallet right now. Let's connect the wallet. CKX. Connect. Cool. So analytics. This is on here. Total value locked, 356,984. It's a bunch of volume. Current voter revenue is almost $4,000. Generated revenue, trading fees, protocol, switch buybacks. So it's bought back $4,000 of SwitchX or Switch. Switch burned forever, 252. About $250,000 has been burned with that one. Let's do this. Let's go to switch.win. And let's go to EDI. Let's go to agproject.io, our favorite site in the entire world. And remember, we were able to sacrifice a jackpot win in the first round from this wallet. And so we can go to EDI and we can collect a lot of money. In fact, we can collect 84 cents. So out of this $274, and out of the 13.5K that it's paid out, some of it to this one, we're gonna hit claim EDI. We're gonna claim that 85 cents. We're going in big, guys. Like we went in really big with actuator with I think $60 total USD value at the beginning. Boom, passive income hits different. Yeah, it does. Okay, so I don't know why that won't go off the screen. I guess you have to click it. So now we've got some fat eat-eye bags, and it's burning a hole in our pocket. So we'll go over here to switch. We'll go to eat-eye, and then we'll change this to switch. Morph X28. How is switch not up here? I did not search anything. Weird. I thought it would just be up here unless we're on. Oh, this is why, because we're on Ethereum. So we need to switch this to Pulse Chain. There we go. So now we can choose our eat-eye, and we can choose our switch, which is right up here on the top. And we have $4.89. We're going to max this baby out. We should probably buy some Pulse, actually. How are we doing on Pulse? How are we doing on Pulse ZKX? Oh, we got $6 of Pulse. We're rich. Never mind. Okay, so $4. We're buying about. We're spending $4.89. We're getting $4.85. But wait, kids. Where is this one right here? Ooh, let's use this thing. So if you go to swap.wix.pix, we're changing eat-eye into switch. There it is right there. Boom, 4 pairs. And it's going to tell us who's going to give us the best deal on here. So right now, it says we're actually going to get, if we had $100 of eat-eye, let's tell them we only have 5. Let's let them know we're not jumping in with a whole $100 bill. So we're going to switch 5 of them for there. And this is weird. There's some for sale on Jolt. Jolt is on here. So where's OX Bistro? Dude, if you guys have Jolt here, you need to have OX Bistro. That's insane. But Squirrel Swap has beat out Switch on selling its own token today. So we're going to get 2 cents more of it from Squirrel Swap. So kids, we got to go where the money is. We got to save money in this economy. We got to do our best to make that money stretch. So we're going to change darker eat-eye. I almost said into darker, which is, that happens. We're going to look up switch. There we go. Nope, that is not it. That's switch engine. Come on, buddy. Don't be like that. Let's go back here to this one right here. Oh, wait. Oh, it's gonna check for this thing again. Switch. Let's copy Switch's address there and put it into the Squirrels swap right here. Boom. And paste it. And yep, there it is. So we're going to import the Switch token right there. There we go. Boom. So we're importing Switch, and then here's our eat-eye. It says this one says we have $1.21 of eat-eye. That doesn't make sense. Are we switching into another one on SwitchX? Hang on. Yeah, this one says we have $4.89 in eat-eye, and Squirrel is saying that we have $1.21 in eat-eye. Here, let me hit max. There we go. Max is because it was the other pair. I'm sorry, my bad. So yeah, it's going to give us 488 instead of 486, and I tell you, every penny counts. Here we go. So we'll continue wallet, and we'll go fast sign. Let's check our website actually to see how gas is right now. Let's refresh this bad boy, and right in the header, it tells us, oh, we're at 751. That's not cheap. It's not expensive, but it's not cheap. 751 is not great. So we'll go back here to Squirrel Swap. And where in the world did this go? Is it this one? No. Is it this one? Yep. So here it is. Complete. We confirmed it. We're going to close that. Now we're going to go to switchx.fi. And we're going to say, shut up and take my money. Shut up and take my money. Lock. burn forever. Boom. We want to burn it forever. We have 1,113 switch. We're going to switch it. Oh, sorry, max. And then, I think if you have another token, it'll let you just switch it to switch, but I could be wrong. Either way, that's going to give us 2,227 V switch. Oh, so that's the 2x voting power they were talking about before. Well, hell yeah, let's approve switch. Hopefully fast will work instead of ape. So this is the one thing I do not like about ZKX. There's no speed up and no cancel button that I can find easily. I might be dumb. That's often the case sometimes. But there should be, I think I even looked it up or asked AI, and it's like, no, they don't have that. You can do the custom where you can I think you can do custom besides ape. But usually it goes through pretty fast. Look at that, confirmed, boom. So we're going to close that. There we go. And now it shows it's going to go from 1,113 switch to 0 because that 1,113 switch is gone forever. Now, this is actually a gone forever thing. In our void, when you sacrifice your darker matter, it moves to another place in the universe and it rewards other people in the jackpot or other minters. And so, I mean, huge shout out to my friend Hugh Maitri. You go to Hugh here in our general stream. Was it in here he told us this, or was it no, it's not in here. Maybe it is. He talked about, being sacrificing the 3,000 NFTs that didn't have much value in them, so he didn't get a big weight in the EDI pool. But what he did, depending on what round that was, that round now has 3,000 less NFTs to compete with for yield from the FOMO curve. That is a huge gift to that round. Whoever minted in that round did not know. Hugh didn't know that he was going to make that mistake. And things just, that's kind of magic in a way. So it's bananas, but everyone, so yeah, those ones are actually gone. I'm not even sure what the supply, what's the supply? Analytics, active VLOCs, 695. That's a good metric of people actively doing stuff in your community. I think you have to come back here every 30 days or 11 days and do something. I could be wrong. You might have to relock or reburn or do something here. But let's go to our rewards already. We don't have any rewards yet. Create a lock to get started. No. You don't understand. We burnt them. We burnt them good. Oh, no, that's not it either. We'll figure this out someday. They probably have to be burned for a whole 24 hours or a rollover for the contract update, is what I'm guessing. But we did burn them. So it says 0 burned though. Your power. Wait a second. So if we burn the lock, then we got twice as many V switches, right? Or votes. One switch is equal to half a V switch. Okay, so inner amount. No, but we've already done all of ours, right? Balance, right? So we shouldn't have 1,113 anymore because we should have already burned them. Enter amount, switch. Oh, maybe we just approved it. Let's do this. Max. Okay, burn. So we didn't burn them. I'm on crack. Again, why are you listening to a crackhead in his mom's basement? Like, I seriously question your guys' decision-making skills sometimes. But we're gonna. Okay, so we must have just approved them. Let's burn them. Okay, so now we're burning them fast. Boom. And confetti. There we go. Oh, the site actually beat ZKX on the update. That's sick. They must be running a pretty good RPC or node over there to just snap it off of the right there. Look at that. Okay, so decay, we have no decay because we burned it forever. We have 2027 voting power right there. Manage burn. Wait, I think burning was like that was it. You just burned. What does our reward say now? So yeah, there's our V switch voting rewards. We don't have any money in voting rewards or total rewards yet. But yeah, those are permanently there. Manage burn. What can we manage? So we can manage and we can merge. No other V switch to merge. Okay, manage burned amount. Yeah, we already burnt it. Increase burn amount. Well, I don't have anything else to burn. Maybe this is just for people that have some that's not burnt yet or not locked yet, that manage button. I don't know. I should probably just call Brandon up and ask him right now. I'm sure he's not doing anything important on Friday night. Actually, he's probably at a gig. He's when we're not on YouTube, I'll play some music for you that has been hand selected from Brandon Davis. But anyways, this just kind of has me thinking about that stuff. I don't know. There's no one here in the green screen. That's okay. Oh, we got some more people in here. CryptoCat Guinea people, genuine people are amazing. I thought you said guinea pigs. No, genuine people are amazing. Yes, switch token. The lock board is cool. Hi, believe in yourself. What's up, believe in yourself? It seems I have 8 different streams open on my computer now. Nice. What's up? What up, guys? Hey, Red Ray. Good to see you, man. Always good to see you. We're just giving you props. I think I've given you props every day for the last 4 streams or something like that. Every time we look at the price of YEP token and darker, that's some nice liquidity there. Every Wednesday before 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay. So every Wednesday before 8 p.m. Eastern is when that rolls over. Interesting. Okay, yeah, we'll keep up on it. But do I have to reburn anything, or do I have to recommit anything if you burn, or is that just if you're locking? Let us know. So anyways, yeah, that just got me thinking, like, possibly, let's say we do a 3rd round of this game. We did the first round, which actually we didn't do the whole first round because it was 4 years, and it was it was really cumbersome, and it had a bunch of things that made it hard to play. For instance, the 11-day minting window we thought would like create urgency, and for the people that understood it, it did. For everyone else that was trying to join the community and trying to mint for the jackpot, they all they would just show up at the wrong time, be like, I can't mint. Kind of like right now we have people say, I can't stake. We might have an option where you can just pre-stake or something, because people don't want to come back 11 days to do the same process. So we learn something new every time. But I'm thinking if we go a darker, and a darkest mode here, we might want to bring out some of that decay tax on our airdrops. We might want to bring out some of those really long locks, depending on what's going on. In fact, if you could give me a thumbs up if you're ready to join the stream there. We got someone in our here we go. All right.
Hello.
Hey. Yeah, we might even give people an option to burn everything for an entire game and maybe earn some insane rewards the next game. Because if you can lock it for 2 years, well, that's season 1, 2, and 3 are 2 years. So depending on how we develop the game going forward, that might be an option.
Well, the cool thing about SwitchX too, about your VE switch, if you go to the lock board, you see who the top people are, and they get the majority of the rewards each week.
Yeah.
And
so it's just like the EDI pool, right?
Right. Yeah. So like right now, if you go back, you can check the rewards, and I think it's close to $1,000. So you could figure out how much you'd be able to get each week by burning, because like you said, burning your switch increases it twofold. It's gone, but you have voting power for the rest of the protocol.
Interesting.
So
Interesting.
it's a long-term play.
It's interesting. And if we had hit the bull market like most of us had expected we would hit by now, something with that's a DEX with volume like Squirrel Swap and Switch, and even some of the stuff that the lending protocols like Vault 369 or Nexion, they would all be going insane right now just with a piece of their fees from all the money flowing in and out of them.
Right. And then a year from now, Switch halves the amount of emissions. So there's a cap supply of 1 billion, and after 2 years or 2.5, it stops. So that's why there's a race right now of people accumulating as much SwitchX as they can before it's done.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah. And
There's
when you
there,
burn when you burn the SwitchX, it's gone, so supply is decreasing every day. So it's amazing.
is it decreasing faster than PulseX? Where do you see the burn
That's
rate on
currently.
it? There's got to be
Okay,
a
I could
graph
show you
on
that.
here.
I could show you, yeah.
Okay.
So if you go to
Analytics,
analytics, I think, yeah.
TVL, volume,
Let's see
bulls,
here,
tokens,
TVL,
transaction.
go up. Let's see. Go to VE switch. I think you have to go to vote.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Nope, not that. Lock.
Lockboard.
Yeah, lock board.
Okay. So
So,
there's burn power.
yep. Mm-hmm.
And then there's that. But I assume there's going to be a graph. People love graphs. But this is the board you were talking about and how much
Yeah,
they
so you can see
received.
the top person
Yeah.
at,
But
at 20.
this
Yeah, because right now V switch versus switch is at 0.0045.
mhm.
So for every million switch is $4,500. This person has 20 million VE switch,
So they
and it
burned
tells you how
10
much they've
million,
burned. Yes.
right?
So they have 10 million that they could burn
Mhm.
to even have more voting power down the road.
Well, they've got
And
30
then,
locks. So this one
yeah,
kind of looks like a whale, like almost like
yes. Oh,
the mystery
huge.
box or pink mist whale in
It's
here.
like a Poseidon. Yeah. And then the second one, um,
That one has 10 million burned and 4 million power.
yeah,
This one right here, number 4, this one's 838F. That one has 7 million power, but it must be new because it still has 0 under the burn power. Or does that mean that they
so
just haven't locked
that's
it?
their 2 year. Exactly. That's their 2 year. So they've locked it for 2 years.
Mm-hmm. So they don't
So
get the
they
burn power
haven't
for 2
burned
years?
anything. They haven't, no, they don't get the burn. So they're losing their power every day. Only those people that
Same with this
burn
one.
switch
Mm-hmm.
keep their power intact indefinitely.
So
So
if you burn it, do you have to go back and redo anything? Is there any maintenance
no,
or
you're done. Well, I mean,
farming? Mm-hmm.
you vote for the the rewards for what they're paying. So there you go, your rewards. If you
So,
click on the rewards
uh-huh.
in the middle,
Voting
go back
rewards.
real quick. Go back to where you were on rewards on vote. I'll show you how that works.
Okay.
So if you go to vote rewards, it says SwitchX WETH. It's at the middle. It tells you what you're voting on, the different pairs. Keep going down. You can click on that to see which one is getting the most rewards, and that's the one that you want to vote for, so you get the most rewards from that.
So it
You
looks
get a
like now
percentage of those.
USDC Pulse is at 48% vote.
That's the one that's paying the most if you look at it.
Well, it says
If you look
133% on that one.
on the
But
VAPR,
yeah, but the Switch and WETH has 583%.
that's the VAPR. But what you want to do is look at it, the middle one, and
Oh,
click
the
on the arrow,
incentives?
the one next to it.
Voting
On the
rewards
right.
or free drip?
Yes, click yes, voting rewards, click on that.
Okay. Okay, and
One
then
more
that
time.
that filters it highest to
Yes.
lowest.
So
Right now,
USDC
USD
Pulse
Pulse. Yeah.
is paying the most, and you can see that the majority of votes are going towards that because it's paying the most in rewards each week so far.
So can I
For this
vote?
week. Yeah, you should be able to.
Oh yeah, I can vote.
Yeah.
I thought
So
I'd have to wait till Wednesday to vote, but I have to wait
no,
till
you
Wednesday
can
to see
vote.
what my rewards are.
Yeah. So if I were you, not financial advice, I would
I've already
probably
done it.
vote for the top. Okay.
It's shut up and take my money. My $4.88 of eDie
But the cool
rewards.
thing is you get a drip, kind of like, with the eDie
Mhm.
pool every week as long as this protocol exists. And the cool thing about Switch is it starts on Pulse Chain. And I don't know if Brandon wants me to tell you all this, but I am. So um, it's going to go multi-chain. So think about that in the scheme of things. That's all I
Yeah.
can say.
Well, I'll keep that just between you and me.
Yeah. And the 20 people watching.
Oh wait, what? This is live? Okay, so yeah, I've got that vote in, and we'll be watching this. Does this show up on your DeFi under your portfolio under Squirrel Swap?
It does not.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we'll see if we can add it there, because I know it shows the Dr. Doge payouts, which is cool. Those ones are really good.
Mm-hmm.
I have some juicy, drama, some tea for y'all. I'm going to be calling out a farming platform for some pretty shitty behavior on a couple of fronts pretty soon. I'm going to get all of the proof together first before I just start shooting my mouth off. But there is a farming protocol that you guys might want to pull all of your money out of and put it into something better, like, SwitchX or Nexian farms. Just saying. I'm just saying, like,
Okay.
there's some stuff coming out that I'm just like, that is messed up. That's super
Okay.
messed up. And then they were kind of rude too. Like actually them being rude is kind of what triggered me. Because there's a couple times where we had run-ins with them and we're like, hey, this is a problem, or hey, why'd you do this, or whatever. And they were like, shut up and go away, you're a piece of crap. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. Screenshot. Anyways, yeah, I'll be bringing you guys the receipts, as the kids say these days, of what's going down. The receipts. We got receipts. And yeah, shout out to Red Ray again. Good to see you here, man. I was hanging out with Red Ray, Triplet Dad, and a bunch of people, a Fast Abdul, Chris Corrigal, all those crazy people down in Panama. Was like, it was worth all the time and money and energy I spent in that group. I would say is meeting those people and hanging out with them in person. Vets and Crypto was down there. Crypto Julie was down there. I think Wild SJ was there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was. Yeah, she was. Definitely she was there. Hex Monkey was there. It was just like, it was like a family reunion if you got to choose your family. If you got to pick them. And it wasn't your, naturally born family. Anyways, I got lost in the sauce. I wanted to get that off my chest, which I'm thinking, I think we've been too kind in crypto. I think we've coddled the degen. I think we've bled out and given people what they want, to the point where it's kind of like giving candy to a baby or a kid for every meal. It's like, we know you want candy, but you're not going to stick around if we kill you by feeding you candy.
It reminds me of the song by Alice Cooper, No More Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah, and Darker Matter actually started as the much more severe version of Hex, because I saw some of the tokenomics working in Hex, and I was like, man, why don't they make a version of Hex that is like ruthless, like Old Testament kind of justice coming down on people's heads that cheat, or or don't serve out their steaks, those kind of things. And then I thought, well, let's try to keep all the air in the balloon, and that spiraled into what we have now. But in the future, I think we'll continue to spiral. So, and I will say one more thing about Switch before we go on, which I won't say about Switch, but I'll mention it. Brandon mentioned another thing coming that I can't talk about, but I think it's going to bring some eyeballs. I think it's going to get a lot of attention for Switch. So I'm just going to say that. So when you see something come out, when you see some developments in Switch X,
Yeah.
you'll be like, that's what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
All right, let's go through some boomer taps. Doom scrolling on Twitter Roonies. Check this out, kids. You can win 40 dark pretty easily if you're good with computers. And the way you can do that is you can come here to this tweet right here. Nope.
Nope.
Basically, you're going to guess how many total mints we get for round 4 when the counter rolls over. And if you're the last person to guess, then you also get 20. So you could be the last person to guess and the most accurate because you rigged it and you like threw in a certain number of tokens at a certain time, and you could get 40 darker for free, or 20 if you're one of those two winners. I can't find it here. I know here it is. So here's CryptoCat's reply right there. So, but I think you got it. Oh, I think you want to repost it. So what you want to do is you want to repost it and then quote. If you're still sticking to 588, is that your final answer?
Yes.
5888. Okay, so you actually need to repost this, not comment. Did I put comment? See here, retweet. Oh yeah, must retweet. Be in our Telegram to win. So I probably should have put must retweet with your guess. But either way, this counts if you retweeted it, which you did. So, yeah, nice. Retweet this, make a guess. Let's look at what it is actually right now, real time. We have 57,526 minted for round 4 that is going to kick off in less than 17 hours.
Ooh.
And when this clock counts down, they're at today's price of $1.50, which actually now it's below $1.50. Someone must have seen this and been like, dump. They're like, I have darker. At $1.50, it's like 152 grand, 153 grand of darker that people will. The fate of that darker is going to be decided after that drawing, and we'll see.
77.
77 times 1,332. It equals like 102,000 and some change in darker, which again is like worth about 153 grand right now. I don't know anyone else who's gambling and playing roulette, Russian roulette with that kind of money or that many tokens. But we've been right to have faith in our community up to this point. You got almost 250 out of 300 winners so far have chosen to sacrifice and keep rolling and snowballing this jackpot to keep it enticing for new people to want to get in on the next one. And then 50 of them claimed. I don't think many of those claimers dumped. I think most of those claimers have been minting where they're like, house money. If you win a whole bunch of chips at the roulette table, sometimes people just take those and go play with them in the rest of the casino. They don't always necessarily grab them and take them to the cashier cage, right?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun. It's cool. It's a cool game, and like I said, this is probably going to get more and more bananas and insane if we continue
excited about
to
tomorrow.
Creep up. Yeah, I'm excited about 3 or 6 months from now. Hopefully 3 or 6 months from now, people will either the Clarity Act will have come out and figured stuff out, or not. The point is that it's not written for you. It's not written to help you. Everyone's all the DGen homies are like, please pump my bag so I can sell these things. I've been holding on them for so long, my fingers ache. Like the Jeters, the dumpers, the people that need the cash, they
Right.
need the Clarity Act to go through because they think it'll pump the price. And it may. I think it's going to be a sell the news event, just like the Bitcoin ETFs.
Yeah.
Bitcoin ETFs came out, everyone bought in, and price dumped. So
yeah. I got to go. I just wanted to say hello and
thank you for coming in, and
tell you more about SwitchX. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I'll let Brandon know that you're doing his work of pumping his bags.
Yeah, there you go. Anything I can do to help Brandon.
Yeah. So
all right.
Cool.
I will watch the rest later.
Enjoy. Have a great day. Enjoy the replay gang, and have a good night, buddy.
Hopefully I can sleep okay tonight. There's a jackpot I hear tomorrow.
It's like the night before Christmas. It's like Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
All right. I'll catch you later. Yeah, so let's just go through everything here. We're going to go to our home screen. Actually, we'll go to the home, and let's just talk about a couple things here. If you're new here, there's a how to play button that tells you want to mint, farm, and get paid. And maybe we should add time frames to these, because people they try to do this and then they don't know when they can do that. So we might have to do that. But it shows you your balance of Darker. It shows you the current Darker price right now, $1.48. For now, and might go back up to $1.80, might go down to $1, might go back down to 30 cents. I don't know what people are going to do or when they're going to do it. All I know is what I'm going to do and what I've designed this game to do. So you got the countdown right here. Every round is 11 days. There's 22 rounds in every season. So this first season, we're in round 3 of 22, and that will take about 8 months to get through the first season. Each season would be 8 months once it started. We do have the admin keys to pause or to not start another season if the market goes to shit, which we wish we could have done with Hex and a lot of other things, and just been like, let's just hit pause and wait for the world to end and then hit play again. So that's really the main thing. But if we don't get a bull run in the next 2 years, or if it happens in the next 2 years, like we think it might, for the altcoins and Ethereum, at that point, we will just let it run for 2 years. If it happens like soon and we start crashing before the third season, we might pause it, which is crazy, because the third season is where all the anticipation is going to build up for the FOMO curve that just hockey sticks and dumps, literally pays out 1.2 million Darker into the fuel cells, not onto the market, into fuel cells, into diamond hands that have most likely already served a 180-day stake. So these are people that not only took their Darker matter and minted it into fuel cell, which makes it basically worthless for a matter of rounds before you get that first round back inside of it, the first Darker back inside of the NFT. So it takes a while for the pinata to fill up with the candy that it costs to make the pinata, if that makes sense. But they've also probably staked it for 6 months and given up all their interest for 6 months to get that fat reward. So I wouldn't expect those people, even if they deplete and cash open the pinata later, I would expect them to possibly remint, because they're like, oh my gosh, like I minted this one and now it's worth a crazy amount of Darker, and I can remint a whole bunch more right now while things are going crazy. That's one strategy people might do. We're always surprised by what users do. Like there's so many things like extra game theory mechanics that we don't see coming, and so that might be one of them right there. The other one is after you serve 180-day stake, you actually get paid in liquid Darker, which we'll get to in a little bit. but you might just be taking that liquid darker and selling it. You might be reminting. You might be providing liquidity. Who knows? You might just be stacking it for the next game, because when we started Darker Matter, there were three types of users that we rewarded. One was just people holding Dark Matter version 1 at the right time during the snapshot. But the other ones were minters, and the other ones were minters that hung on early and had a lot of dark matter accumulated inside of their fuel cell NFTs. So we took a look at those people, because those were the people that had been the most, that had supported and held up the price the most, and they were rewarded. So if people notice that pattern going forward, they might be just stacking it. They might be minting. They might be just hoarding fuel cells. They might be buying fuel cells off of marketplaces, especially the ones with a bunch of darker inside of them. So that's kind of looking down the road at that huge transfer of darker matter tokens. So we got 130,000 darker that have been sacrificed to the void and basically given as gifts to people playing the jackpot. Or some of those are people that are still in around that haven't depleted or sacrificed. They're getting those extra tokens. And $13,508 has been paid out to the EDI pool. So that is a literal fortune in crypto right now, especially Pulse Chain. So let's go how to play mint. And we've minted all of them that we can. We've minted over 1,000. I think just around 1,000 for round 4, because we really want to hit a jackpot in round 4. And once you mint here, you do have to, you just approve it, you mint it, and it does batches of 100 at a time, I believe, or maybe it's 150 to maximize gas efficiency. The gas is low right here. You got the gas here. You got the buy now button. You have the logo of your wallet that's connected and the address just like there, or you have a connect wallet button if you haven't connected your wallet. You got the contract address right here ready to copy to make sure you're buying the right darker matter token and you're not buying a spoof. You got the supply right here. You click on supply. It tells you where all of the fixed capped 2,222,222 tokens live. 920 of them are frozen right now in the legacy converter. So the FOMO treasuries held the ton. Circulating supply is 13.6%. The mystery box at 7. Jackpot's going to catch up probably to the mystery box. 180-day bonus is probably going to catch up to the mystery box. There's 335,000 fuel cells minted, and there's 59% of the launch liquid supply has been locked into the game. So over almost 60% of the airdrop is locked. So
do you have any double-sided C chargers?
Yeah, in my backpack.
Can I have one?
Yeah, it's in a Ziploc bag. Do you know who drew these pictures?
Me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So I come home. Let me actually, this is worth a little bit bigger screen.
I got bored, so I drew the one woman man emoji.
Yeah.
Because I felt like it.
Okay. So I get home. Will you shut the closet, please? So I get home, and on my notepad where I do my notes, I come home to this right here.
Like
very creative.
Man.
Is that Slender Man?
No, it's Larry.
It's Larry?
Yeah.
He's so creepy.
I drew him creepier before. I low-key downgraded him.
Why is the girl's eye black?
Because I messed up and I didn't feel like trying to make it better.
Oh, you should just say it's missing. It's just got a hole. It looks like a hole, like there's a hole in the girl's face where I used to be. Anyway, just wanted to give you guys a little bit of art and entertainment here. So let's go back here to the screen share and how to play. So you mint right here. You can also see the supply. Like I said, the supply is very, very low. It's this 13.6% represents 40% of the airdrop after 4 mints. So we had a mint for round 1, 2, 3, and we have a mint going on right now for round 4. And 4 mints, 60% locked for a minimum of 6 months, 7 months. I don't even know how long it's going to take people to get their first darker back at the beginning, because it's the trickle, then the stream, then the flood, which we can show you on the farms. And out of those 335,000 fuel cells, 126,000 of them have been staked. Or sorry, 209,000 have been staked.
Can I take this one?
No,
Okay.
that's the good one. You have to leave that with me.
Shucks.
There's another one in that Ziploc bag, though. Did you find the Ziploc bag?
I see 2, and none of them are the cords.
Okay. Yeah, so there's 200,000 of these that are staked, mostly for 180 days. So these have been committed to be locked up for 6 months, maybe more, the 2/3. And this 126,000 right here that are unstaked, most of those can't be staked until the round ends. Let me say that again. Most of the stuff that's not staked can't be staked yet. But when it can be staked, this 126,000, I expect to see a lot of that staked, because it's getting to a point where you're gonna have to stake for 180 days just to keep up with everyone else that's staking for 180 days. That's gonna be like the barrier to entry. That's gonna be like the cost of entrance right there into the pools, basically. I mean, you don't have to. You can sit back and collect a bunch while those people are foregoing their rewards and soak it up. But a lot of people want to get their 180-day seasoned, matured staked NFTs
Thanks.
before the huge payouts. You're welcome. So
I'm gonna go
that's
over
mint.
these.
Sorry, how to play mint. That's how you mint. Farm, this is where I was talking about staking it. You can go to my bags. You can go to these previous rounds, which are orange. Go to fuel cell info, and you can see we're 100% staked. We have 10 that are staked for 33 days because we really wanted to see how fast those would collect darker, because they get the 10x faster than the 180 day stakes. So if you go to manage fuel cells and you go to the 10 staked right here, the 10 33 day staked, it matures on August 7th. Whoa, August 7th. That is not far from here. August 7th, this is going to be, we've already served like 22 days or something here on this one. So that's cool. And then if you check the 180 day, they each have their own progress bar. Most of the first ones minted and staked are going to hit their 180 day goal right around December 30th and 31st. So right around New Year's Eve, a bunch of people are going to have a reason to celebrate 2027. I just came up with that on the spot. I'm so proud of myself. But every batch that you lock has its own time, like its own time limit clock that you got to serve. And so, yeah, this one has 22 hours. But if you look at the hours, you can kind of see some of these were minted in the same batch. But then we go from 22 hours to like 15 hours. So this one's another day, like a half day longer. And then you can see like, so they're all kind of staggered, kind of like hex stakes. If you guys have a hex stake ladder that you are just angry about right now. All right, so that's how you farm. So we showed you how to mint, how to farm. Now we're going to show you how to get paid. If you minted a fuel cell, you have a 1 in 740 chance of hitting the jackpot. And the jackpot is now paying almost twice as much as it costs to get a good chance of winning one. That's right. If you were to mint 740, you'd have a good chance of winning one, and that one would pay you 1,332 darker. So you'd spend one darker to get that one that won out of, 700 or 1,000. Or as a CryptoCat says, if you want to hit the jackpot, he recommends minting 1,600 in a round, because that gives you more than double the chance of hitting at least one. it's not guaranteed, but it's pretty good odds. You know, I mean, that you're fighting with a pool of 57,000 NFTs, and if you got a good chunk of that, and there's 77 winners, it's very likely. I'm not saying obviously not guaranteed. Steve Stash. Steve Stash is the most unlucky person who's ever been part of Dark Matter and Darker Matter. But it has 21,000 ready to roll over to the next one before people start sacrificing tomorrow. Tomorrow, you might see people start sacrificing. You might see people claim and dump. Like someone might just take their 1,332 darker. Let's say it's worth $1. If it drops down to $1, that's $1,332 that they could dump on the market. I don't know how far they push the price against themselves. They might. I mean, if they're smart, they'll put it on OX Bistro or an OTC desk and just say, hey, I'll sell these at like 10% discount, and have people snatch them up and then just walk with the money. And that wouldn't really hurt the price. But they could, like the dumpers we see right now. We have several dumpers dumping thousands, hundreds, and not minting at all. Not minting, not trying to sell it on OTC, just dumping and leaving. And that can happen and just, plummet the price. That's the risk you take when you give out this much token and let people play these games. Is it could go either way. It could go to Saturn, and it could drop to zero. That's some of the excitement and dopamine going on here. But at the same time, long-term holders, if you mint and you stake and you hold, you should end up with a more dark matter than people that don't mint and don't stake. As HT says, minters win, stakers win harder. That's kind of it in a jackpot. So the first way to get paid is jackpot. Second way to get paid is if you sacrifice your jackpot, then you can get a piece of this $13,000 that's been paid out so far. Whew. $13,000, 13,500 EDI have been paid out, and EDI is usually worth about $1 within a penny or two. And there's 273 that hasn't been claimed. We claimed 85 cents tonight, I believe, and went shopping and bought some Switch X and burned it. Some Switch and then burned it for V Switch. I'm still figuring it out. And we voted, which is something we don't do in the regular world because voting is just, oh my gosh, that's Stockholm syndrome if I ever thought there was. Looks like there's 41 darker in the EDI converter. You can click make it rain and it will sell 5 darker for EDI and it'll fill up this pool. And then someone created a buy bot, and the buy bot has been going on and buying it back as people dump it to fill up this pool to incentivize sacrificers. All right. The third way to get paid is that 180-day pool I was talking about earlier. Right now, our 1,000 that we have staked that are coming due in December 30th, on December 30th, they are, if it went down today, if today the clock turned over and it was December 30th right now, we would be able to claim 28.53 darker that are liquid that'll pop right back into our wallet. And we can mint with those. We can go mint and continue snowballing our bags. Or we can gift it right back into this pool and incentivize other people to lock longer. Right here with the donate button, you can just donate darker. It'd be kind of interesting if some of the whales or someone with a bunch of darker just felt generous and wanted to throw some in here to make these payouts outsized, and this pool of 135,000, which at today's price, let's call it $1.50, 135,605 times $1.50. That's $203,000 worth of tokens sitting there, and it is going to snowball till December. 158 more days that this is just going to snowball. Now, the jackpot's a little different because the jackpot everyone could claim and totally wipe out that pool. But even right now, I mean, you look at the jackpot pool, there's 131,000 over there. So same thing. There's about 200 grand in the jackpot, and there's about 200 grand of tokens in the 180-day pool, because we built this to reward the most loyal and committed community members, and to make this the most scarce token in the universe. That's our goal, and we're getting closer. We're getting closer. 362K for gas right now. That is dirt cheap. So that's the way that you do it. You mint, you farm, you get paid. That's it, folks. And that's most of the website right there. So yeah, check that out. See if there's any questions or anyone in the green room. All right. Veritas, the Wakened 501. What the hell? I've been trying to stake my fuel cells ever since last round ended. Been trying multiple times a day. What's the deal? I know that the drawing needs to happen, but when? Are they round? What round are they in? If you want to throw that in there. When is now? Yeah, it says you've arrived at the right time. When is now? Thanks for the shout out. Of course, Steve Stash. Actually, here's a real shout out for Steve Stash. He is a coin maker by trade, and he made some of the coolest swag and coins we've ever had in crypto for dark matter. And if we eat our vegetables and obey our parents and do our homework and think good thoughts and say our prayers, there may be a day when there's a run of darker matter tokens made of copper and silver. Yeah, I'm just going to leave that right there. I'm just going to just say, there might be some people that have ranked up high in the collective and got a lot of points. Okay, yeah. So if you minted for round 3, nice. Is that silver? Yes, it is silver. It's 99.99% silver. It's like even better silver than most of the regular silver coins. And a handful of OGs got some of these on the first round, and then some OGs got the copper ones. But this one's a special one because it actually is a blank. It's a proof. So this is one that was created without the other side. The other side was the collective symbol. And so that is definitely a very prized possession there. I think I have another one somewhere around here with the copper on both sides, but it's not handy. So anyways, to answer your question, Veritas, the Awakening 501, you just go to the website, agproject.io, and this countdown right here, 16 hours, is the countdown to tomorrow at 12:30 Pacific, 3:30 Eastern. It'll be announced. And I don't know how many you have minted, but if you've minted a few hundred or even up to 1,000, you've got a good chance of hitting that jackpot and getting a chance to claim 1,332 darker or sacrifice to the void and get in on here. See, but you're not sacrificing your NFTs. You can still stake those. You're just sacrificing the jackpot. So yeah, good question. Thank you for answering. Thanks for being here. Good to have you. We have 18 people in here, and that means that Crypto Night is probably still streaming. He likes to go on for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. There I am. No, he's down. Opus is live now. Wick is hosting right here. The Wick one. Here we go. Let's see, I can request to speak. Maybe this is an older one, or maybe it's loading. Not sure. This is fascinating. It looks like a crab at first, and then that is bananas. I don't know what you would use it for. Like to deliver pizza to someone camping, maybe. Wow. I can't tell if this is real or AI, like some of these. It looks real. Anyways, this doesn't. I'm not hearing this right here. I think they might just be quiet. Yeah, because I don't see anyone talking. There's a host. I'm listening. Then John Smith is listening. So I'm gonna leave that one. Let's go back home. Where in the world is HT? HT must be at a family event or something. Oh, dude, compounding memes. Everyone when they go into crypto the first time. Thought he was in this existence. Normal. I'm gonna get copyright struck for the sound of the horn. Oh yeah, wrecked, absolutely wrecked. And here's the deal. Like I said, I'm gonna get copyright struck for the sound of that horn. I know it. I believe it. Anyways, hymns. If you guys want any like boner pills, or you want to regrow your hair, I wish I could grow my hair back. Giving up on that. Me when the 99% down coin that held for 5 years finally goes up for 3%.
For the first time in a long time, I feel like I'm right where I'm supposed to be.
Beautiful. Grand Inquisitor Cicero. If you have not gone here and watched his YouTube channel, he has some very interesting stuff. He is part of the P dietards, but I still love him. Just like our friend Sami. Pony Pictures got some interesting stuff. What if I told you everything was fake and gay? They are talking about P Dong, by the way. The story sounds so fake. They're reading it off a script. Let's see here.
That he launched his own token and all this other stuff on top of this P-dye extraction. But the I mean, it's just, I think it's something.
He launched a token prior. That's how we were able to find him and track him down. Well, it was one of the main determining factors that linked the two, because he posted the actual wallet address for himself on his social media platform.
Okay.
That was like the start of it. And he also deployed a token on Pulse.
Who is that? I do not recognize that female Australian voice at all. That doesn't sound like Sammy Chica. Yeah, here's Kryptonite show. It probably just ended. Actually, it was only 29 minutes tonight. That is a short show. He must have busted through it. I would love to see $DRKR up here. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Wrap, Pulse, Hood. Yeah, who cares about those coins? All they got is trillions of dollars in market cap and thousands of fans. Coexistence Steven. Always putting out some positive and thought-provoking stuff. Also part of the P. Tard army. But I had a great stream with him once where we just went into consciousness, and it was wonderful. Yeah, so like 10th of a penny hex and then 51-cent hex. That's the way it goes, guys. Corda Panda, man, I have not seen him in a while. Sad. This is what it sounds like to lose everything through leverage. Hope the lesson is learned. All right. Pulse chain season. Awesome. All right. So I don't remember why I came. Oh, I came here to see if Kryptonite was still streaming, but maybe not. Let's see here. Dr. Doge. You can fold at home, which some people are folding at home in crypto because they believe in the idea of helping medical research with their computer power, including me. And wait a minute, though. I don't have mine run. What the? Okay. Let's see if I can just run this. Come on, where is it running? Is it running in the background? There we go. Folding at home. Unpin from start. Let's go like that. What the hell is our folding at home? Client. I think this just started. Let's see, folding. Okay, so here's my V8.5, which maybe I have been mining in the background since I double clicked it, but I just haven't seen it. Because look, here's my machine. and it's running right now. Was it running in the background? I just didn't have a window open. Oh, I don't know. Let's look at our stats. Got 1 billion points, and we got 26% of the work units right now. We have 12,415 work units completed. That makes me actually very, very proud of myself here, and 5 billion points earned. And I have the Dr. Doze to show for it, and I've been getting paid the wick, the green wick. Shout out to Tangent. I've been getting the Indican. Shout out to, what's her name? Oh my gosh. It'll come to me. I'm getting paid in darker matter, and I don't have enough darker matter. So getting paid in darker matter. And who could ever have too many nuts? As a guy, speaking as a guy, I don't think you can have too many nuts. That's just my stance. I know it's a hot take. I know it's controversial, but I think the more nuts, the better. That's what I'm saying. We've got went through Switch, Rings of Dust. I just read the first part. Oh yeah, Marcus set the revolver to Vance's forehead and pulled the trigger once more. That's what we ended on right there. That was part 1 of chapter 23. We actually went back to chapter 19 because it was missing stuff that it was in the wrong place. And anyways, you can hear me just bitch at Claude and tell it to fix stuff that is wrong, that it was supposed to fix 1 trillion times, and it lied to me. It's like, yeah, I fixed that, and it didn't. So reading this has been very interesting, and there's a playlist on YouTube. Woohoo! If you guys want to go to YouTube, there's a playlist right here. Go to playlists. Here it is, Anti-Gravity Explained. Those are the tutorial videos, the how-to videos, which are pretty dang good, actually, considering what it took to make them. And then here's the Rings of Dust story time. There's our Texas trip live stream. What the hell? I look like a beaver. That's why No Shave Tail Pulse Chain started, and then it ended horribly. I could show you guys a clip there, but yeah, look at this. Let's check out the Texas live trip, going down memory lane with our friend Jonathan Kampala. I bet you Jonathan Kampala's in these videos right here. That's incredibly loud. Why is it so damn loud? Let's turn it down a little bit. Jonathan Kampala, I bet he's in some of these. Let's see, Walk With Me. Bucky's, like we went to Bucky's and messed around. Houston, part 2. Brack Walk Beach. That's supposed to say Beach Walk. Padre Island with X-ray chicken racks. Can I edit it from here? Oh, I got to go to my freaking studio. I'll do that later. But yeah, I'm just walking around. I don't know. This is the same day that we hung out with Jonathan Kampala. Shopping in Texas with rags. What the hell? Sorry, Ari has the best shirts for girls. Right, I think I am. Why are you looking at yourself? And now it's backwards. Pointing. We're gonna get rags to riches some underwear.
You can turn that around. Rags to britches.
Rags to riches to rags to britches. We're gonna get this boy some underwear today. He didn't bring any underwear. He hopped on a plane. We picked him up. No, I don't think we picked him at the airport. I think someone else picked him up at the airport, and then oh my gosh. Yeah, we had to get, he's like, guys, I didn't pack any underwear. So we went to this outlet mall. Oh my gosh. So damn funny. Yeah, rags to britches. And here's X-Ray Chick. We're gonna get her some nice shirts. Say hi, X-Ray Chick. Wave to the people. Wave to your fans. Give them some love. I like that my hand is in every shot. This is all it takes to be a YouTuber. Is a phone, and actually that might actually be my camera, my nice camera. It might also just might not be my phone. Look at that. So sun's out, guns out, tank top, rocking our next stop. Our hex tattoo. New Brownsville. New Brunswick. It's New Brunswick. It's just me walking around talking. Now let's see if this works. I've been told by everyone that knows me that I sound better at 1.25x. So let's do this. Yeah. So We're going to a place called, what is it, Jamie? Something Tavern? Okay. Remember the name of it? Riley's. We're going to Riley's Tavern. In my head, that's how I sound. Like when I'm trying to put together thoughts and ideas and speak them, that's how I sound in my head. Sometimes a little bit faster. But that is obviously not how I sound. We're going to go to 1.5 and see if I'm any more intelligent here. 1.5. There we go. New Brunsville tonight, 6 p.m. Hanging out with the Hexicans and Texans. We got Cypherlock representing. What's up, Cypherlock? And we just Cypherlock's in the house. It's supposed to be a live stream on my phone at an outlet right by New Brunsville. Okay, so let's go to New Brunsville. RV. Here we go. 65 at night. Do you wallet?
No, there's some magnets just there, but they're solid colors.
Oh, okay. I like that. Yeah, we were. Man, this dude with the beard does not shut up. Right? And he was all right. People at whatever. Here we go. He's like moving everything into the trunk, including cowboy hats and stuff. I'm like, well, let me just wear the cowboy hat so that doesn't get crushed. And he takes us to this magical land. Not a McDonald's, not a Burger King, not a Wendy's, but a Whataburger. Yeah. Right? And, okay, so this is the next day after. We were so friendly and kind and so excited that this was our first time at Whataburger that they were rolling out the red carpet. They were bringing special spices and dipping sauces from the back in crates or something.
I was truly surprised at the hospitality, to be quite honest.
It was really nice. The one guy, I swear he was related to Snoop Dogg in some way. He looked a lot like Snoop Dogg.
That's just Max's racism.
No, everyone said he looked like.
Disgusting.
No, it was.
Turns it on
me. Even had a voice kind of like Snoop Dogg.
I mean, there were definite similarities in mannerisms. Yes.
Okay, and he was cool like Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, I mean,
what was his name? We gave him a card, so if he ever checks out our YouTube, he's gonna see this video right here.
We did give him a card.
Yeah, we gave him a card, so you can look us up on YouTube.
You do, man.
It was really nice, really nice. Yeah, but Whataburger.
I think I would get some cheese, bro.
I think I really, and that's something we also need on record right now.
What?
We had a meme off yesterday with our phones.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
I destroyed Rags to Riches in the meme off.
Well, I was just afraid to share some of the memes that I had from your life.
What? She's married to me. You don't think she's seen just insanely crazy, horrible memes?
I'm the meme ranger, and you can't beat me.
I got
a meme off tonight.
We'll have a meme off tonight. I got to give all credit to Alex P. Alex P. If you're in chat or if you're on Twitter, he's my meme dealer. He hooked me up. Where's the hats, Rags?
What's he up even talking about right now?
I don't know. He says if he shows up to one of our meetups in Texas, he's going to wear a mask, not just for anonymity, but to freak people out.
Well, to save people from having to look at his face. That's one reason for a mask.
I want a picture with you, okay, so we can. I could watch me and Rags talk all day long. That was so damn fun. Let's see here. Right before our Dallas meetup, that was. Either way, guys, this is a fun, and I'm probably, I swear to God, going to get copyright struck for playing my own videos on stream. Oh my gosh, wrecked. Yes, definitely wrecked. They're talking about the train guy. How safe is crypto? Response 50-50. 50 you break even, 50 you get wrecked. Yeah, no kidding. Take a trip to Turkey. My son-in-law did it. He has hair now. Don't get my hopes up, Steve Stash. Morbius says, sounds like KDP. KDP has an accent. Maybe I've just never listened to her talk. That's interesting. Yeah, Morbius, what's up? Morbius, cool website. Yeah, we're just going over your website. We were trying to put darker matter into your scanner to see if it told us it was a scam or not and what problems it had, but it didn't work yesterday, so we're probably not doing it right. I sent you a DM regarding some of the issues you had on scan.morbius. Okay, cool. Let's see here. I've recently started using vertical tabs in Chrome. Like me, you have 1,000 tabs open, and if you put them in named groups, tabs, and display them vertically, it's a bit better. How do you display them vertically? That would be a complete game changer if I had them down the side instead of across the top, tiny. I'm going to have to look that up. I have AI help me if you don't explain it. But it takes a bit to get used to as well. I don't think it would because I have my, taskbar vertical right here, and I love that. I see Super Steak tab up there. That's my first project, LOL. Yeah, Super Steak, and is it the PSH token? which is quite interesting. I actually fed that white paper into AI to get it to dumb it down and explain to me what was going on. And basically it was like, yeah, this is like a gamified hex staking program. 1.5x is ANSI meth pulse rate. Haha. ANSI meth pulse rate. No, it's not. It to me I sound normal there. When I listen to myself I sound like I'm in slow motion regularly. PSSH, that's what it is. Yeah. Right click on the left and ask Gemini button. Yeah, I actually had Gemini open for our badass. This is our thumbnail that we made. $153,000 darker, the final choice. Claim tokens or supply deflation tokens burn, sacrifice to the black hole. Your wallet plus liquidity. Look at that. That's absolutely beautiful. Let's do this. Hey, how do I make the tabs in Chrome show up vertically on my screen instead of horizontally on the top? Get the vertical tabs on the side of your screen instead of the traditional row at the top. You have two primary options in Google Chrome. Option 1, use the native search tabs panel built in. Chrome has a built-in feature that lets you view, manage your tabs panel. I guarantee listening to me and Rags talk quickly is more entertaining than this. And actually, there is a scene coming up that's pretty cool. Click the downward-facing arrow icon or the side panel next to your profile picture. So here's this. I don't see. Or is it this? This? No. This? No. This? So you found one compromised password. My goodness. It's probably the one I've been using since I was in 5th grade. Tab groups, extensions, downloads. It's got to be right around here. More tools. Hang on. Okay, option 1, native search tabs panel built in. View manage tabs, side panel. Look at the very top right corner of your Chrome window. Okay, boom, there's an X button. Click the downward facing arrow icon. There's no downward facing arrow icon here. Option 2, use a browser extension. True virtual. Why would I use an extension? Chrome store, vertical tabs, add a Chrome. Let's do it. Let's do it, kids. Here's the risky click of the day, as hexologists used to say back in the day. Discover, shop. No, I don't care about Google shopping and stuff. Where's the vertical one? Where is it? Search for vertical tabs. Vertical tabs. All right, vertical tabs feature. Vertical tabs inside panel. There's several vertical tabs going on here. Click add to Chrome that matches my style. My style preference is small and simple. I don't know, man. I mean, like, here's the top one, but that doesn't mean anything. It's only got 4.1 stars, 4.4, 4.7. Now we're getting somewhere. 4.7, rabbitpair.com. Jeez Louise. Vertical side panel tab group 4.7. You know what? This one, that one looks like it might have too many options. Yeah, that one's lame. Chrome vertical tabs. That's got to be it. It's got a 5 stars right here. We're going to add to Chrome. Add extension. Good thing we're into crypto wallets. We know a lot about crypto extensions. Here we go. Vertical tabs is installed. Yeah, manager by clicking it on the tools menu. Let's do this. Okay, so boom. Here's our vertical tabs. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so if I have them all right here, which is pretty badass, if I click X, does it go away or does it come in and out? And if I've got these, then why do I need these up here? No extension needed. See, now I'm getting DMs. People are like, let me help you out technically. X-ray vision, crypto wizard, can't fix the tabs on there. Let me pull this up and then let me just pull this to the side so we don't. don't dox anyone. See here he is. No extension needed. Okay, so he's circling it right there in the. Wait a minute. Oh, you're one of the crypto black sheep homies. Or as I put, crypto black jeep. Okay, so let me look at this. Okay, it's right. Well, there's nothing there. It's not there, is it? Hang on. If I just click right here in this dead spot, or just ask Gemini. Oh, it's my Ask Gemini Christmas. Start chat. That's what he's saying. Just do this. Hey, Gemini.
Hi, I'm Gemini. Oh. We're about to go live, where you can explore complex...
Yeah, shut up. Just shut your mouth. Just listen. Okay, hey, Gemini, we want to have all of the tabs, the Chrome tabs, on the vertical side of our screen. And then we want them to be disappeared from the top of the screen. How can I do that without downloading an extension?
Let me check the latest Chrome features for you. It turns out you don't need any extensions for that anymore. Chrome now has a built-in feature that lets you do this natively. To switch over, you can just right-click on any open tab or the empty space on your tab bar and select Show Tabs Vertically. That should move everything to a sidebar and remove the horizontal tabs from the top. Would you like me to help you revert it if you change your mind later?
No, I'm good. Thank you very much. Okay, so right-click. Oh, yeah, you just told me right-click. This is so clean. This is beautiful. Oh my gosh, you have changed my life. I'm going to have to send a handwritten note to Crypto Black Sheep and tell him his community is amazing. This is actually really great. I love this. That's very cool. I do have the extension, which I guess I can just like delete now, so I don't need it. Where's our extension? Hang on. There it is right there. All right, this one right here, we're going to remove from Chrome. Yeah, remove it. Because it's probably spying on us. Sorry to see him go. Get out of here. Get out of here, dumb tab. All right. Wow, that was nice. This actually will. I didn't think it would take a second to get used to, but now that I'm doing it, it is. This is insane. Holy cow. Yeah. You have to right click it. Thank you. See, I should just read these. Search bar was missing from the home page. Scanner, which is why you couldn't search, but it's there now. Wait a minute. The search bar was missing from the home page. Let's do that. No extension. I'm glad that he didn't use all caps because I would have been a little bit scared, but I do appreciate the 5 exclamation points. Tell the AI, give me step-by-step to get vertical tabs. See, yeah, like you guys are so damn smart. It's smartest damn crypto group. Okay, let's go back over here to Morbius. So we have Morbius, but we also want to open another tab right here, and we want to go to scan.morbius, which I think I've already typed in here. Scan. Now, this is another thing I was wondering about on stream, was you have some kind of like way to make money if you lose your bets as well. There's like a consolation pool or prize that people get if they lose a bunch of money on Morbius. Is that true, or am I thinking of a different project? Also, can people become the house? Can they put up and collateralize their Morbius and get rewards? That's my question. All right, so here we are in the scan portion of it. We're in Pulse Chain right there. And let's see, search bar, search. We're going to search. Oh, this is easy. We'll just go to dark matter and click the token address right there underneath the title. And we'll go back here to Morbius. I want to move that next to the other Morbius. Your icon looks a lot like my Vercel icon, so I keep thinking that's Vercel. All right, we're going to paste that one in here. Boom. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Here's all the liquidity pairs. Here's the prices across the different pairs, anywhere from $1.47 to $1.50, $1.55. There's probably some that are like, here's darker and green wick right there. Wicks up, actuators up, Solid X is up. Whoa, Morbius is up. Pink Miss Well is up, and Dragon is down, and darker is down right here on the Rat Pulse pair. It's like $1, $3, $18 of liquidity. Okay, so now let's scan this bad boy. If I choose one of these and I go to, is it code or token? I think it's code. Let's go to the code and let's analyze this. Let's do a simple one. Analyze this contract. Do I have to punch it back in again, or it's thinking? Last time it said it couldn't find the contract. There we go. Check this out. It's going to tell us all of our dirty laundry right here. Okay, here's plain English breakdown for how the darker token works. Fixed supply limit has 2 tokens that can never exist. However, the project creator has the power to mint new tokens out of thin air up to that maximum cap. Well, they've already been minted up to that maximum cap. Adjustable sales tax. Buy token is completely tax-free, but selling comes with a fee. The owner can change this tax anytime, anywhere from 0 up to 90%. All taxes collected go straight to the project's treasury wallet. They don't. It actually goes to the EDI converter, but that's okay. Like, it's catching some stuff here, and it would be fun to turn that sales tax up to 90%. NFT tax discounts. If you hold enough the project's official fuel cells, you can bypass the sell tax completely and trade fee free. Yeah, that's true. Token burning. Anyone holding darker tokens can use permanently destroy, sacrifice their own tokens to remove them from circulation forever. True. High creator control. The owner holds significant power over the project, including the ability to change fee wallets. That's true. Pause or open migration features. That's true. And choose who gets tax exemptions. Damn straight. The main risk to be aware of is the owner's ability to raise and sell the sell tax as high as 90%, which could leave you with very little money if you decide to sell during a high tax period. Would you like to know more about how holding NFTs lets you sell without paying taxes? Look at that. That is nicely built in, and that's very, very accurate for the most part. I mean, there's a couple things, but it depends on where it's getting information. It might think it is going into the treasury. Interesting. And then here's the code, files, functions. Here's the functions in the code. Interesting. Address is 0 hardcode. All right. Well, that is great. That was a great answer. I wish it would give us a grade, though, like an F or an A or B or C. That's very cool. Very cool. Thanks for sharing that. Thanks for updating that. Very, very cool. Oh, I don't want to go there. We want to go Jiminy Christmas Max is where we want to go. And see, that's what happens is this does take a second to get used to. All right. Very cool. Very cool. Let's go down our Boomer tab some more. This is the part I wanted to show you guys, which I kind of got it right here.
There, man. I just want some cheap black shoes, man.
Cheap black shoes. Yeah. Okay, we're going to turn off the math. We're going to bring it back down to 125. We'll sound slow now. All right, let's head over there and see if we can get something.
Let's head.
All right, walk with us. Walk with us. So if you see, look out across the parking lot, you can see the
lazy cricket over there.
The lazy cricket. You can. I want to see if you can fit in here. I want to see if you can fit inside of the Batman.
Squirrel. It's time for the bat signal.
Go ahead. I got it. I'll go get some quarters, but I just want to see if you can fit in there. If you guys have never been,
Rags is like shoulders first. Your shoulders are probably the biggest part of your body. Now pivot your hips. Pivot. Okay. Can he do it?
Oh my God. It's splits hanging out.
This looks like the world's worst game of hide and go seek. Man, you don't get this kind of entertainment on other channels. I'm glad you guys are here with X-ray vision, rags to riches. And of course, the lovely X-ray.
See, here's what's crazy. 92 views used to be insanely low back then. We used to get like way more views, and even this is pretty low, but that was hilarious. Brandon Davis is huge. He's much bigger than you think he is. He looks like a bodyguard and a simpleton had a baby and then took its soul and gave it red hair.
Chick.
That is good. That is good content right there. This thing should have hundreds of thousands of views. Maybe a little bit better editing. Let's see here. We're just walking around buying shoes and stuff. If there's anything more interesting than Rags to Riches trying to shove himself into a kid's toy ride. Here we go. I think he picked out some shoes. Let's see what he got.
Don't act like you're doing it. Finn Bear, don't give up and buy a tutu.
Hey, Finn Bear used to watch our channel. I have not seen him on our channel in a while.
Tutu for 4-4. We're feeling really good.
And you guys might not notice it either, but X-Ray Chick is a tall woman. She's not short at all.
We got some furniture going on here. Can you talk about how awesome the weather's been since we've been here?
So I guess you got to put up with hell to deal with heaven in Texas.
Yeah.
Put up with hell for what, 5, 6, 7 months?
All right. So that's fun. That's a lot of fun. Let's look at the Bitcoin. Actually, let me check comments here. Do the advanced. All right, let's do the advanced. Jonathan and Paula, dude, that is freaking hilarious as hell. If you guys have not, see, you're not going to see that on his channel. You're never going to see that on his channel, man. He's not going to show that, but I will, because he's fun to embarrass sometimes. Okay, let's go back to there and let's do the advanced. Let's see your channels, white paper. Here we go. Pro. Maybe we have to start back with the token again. Let's put the token in again. Paste. Yep. Pro. And we'll just hit enter up here. Click here for pricing. Analyze this contract. It's not ask me about the contract. Let's go back and see if it'll let us go back here. Yeah, there we go. Paste that one, paste. It's right here, actually, darker. So there it is. Choose one of these. And then we want to go to code and pro and analyze this contract. So now we're doing the pro version. First one was a simple version. This one right here, contract analysis summary. Key findings, source code unverified. Smart contract code has not been published or verified, making this internal logic of functions hidden from public view. Elevated risk, interacting with unverified contracts carries a high security risk as hidden functions like draining honeypots or unrestricted admin powers cannot be ruled out. Unable to determine parameters, specific mechanics such as buy or sell taxes, ownership controls, transfers of restrictions cannot be accurately confirmed without verified source code. Okay, so that was the pro one. Like that one was very, very lean and to the point. I thought it would be like 8 times longer than the simple one. The simple one is written for simple people, I think. Very good. Very good. Oh, I keep doing that. Stop doing that, Max. Here we go. Let's go to this one. All right. Go back here. There it is. There's StreamYard. Okay, so we're back on toward doing boomer tabs here. Bitcoin price. Today's Bitcoin price is 64. It was 65 earlier. Not great, not bad. It's like you can see like the little hype train it's trying to cause right now, and this looks like BS right here. This little pump-a-roni. What is this? A pump for ants? And then of course, its little sister Ethereum, the one we actually care about, 1857. So it's down a little bit. Well, let's go to our charts. Let's play with our charts here. Let's see. We got some dumpage going on here. from actually no, this is, well, some of this is dumpage, but hang on. Oh, hang on. This sell of 10, it might be a sell of 10, but it might be someone hitting the make it rain button twice and both of them showing up in the same block. So we might be missing some of those. Some buy bot might be missing some of those. 510. See the 10 right there? That's the same address that's been running the other one. See, here's 5, and you have, oh, that one's missing buys too. Wait, which one is this? This is PulseX. Okay, so it's not going to be on PulseX. It reads these on PulseX, but then they show up on the EDI pair. But either way, Pulse is down 4%. What the hell? Hex is down 4%. PulseX is down 4%. Wick is down 5%. Still looking pretty damn good, even though it's 5% down. Dr. Doe's down a few percent. Actuator is up a teeny bit, which is in the last hour, 5% on the day. Actuator, let's do actuator right there. Oh, this is actuator against Pulse. Let's do it in USD. There we go. All right. Pink Miss Well is down a point to $35 for a million of those. Darker and Dye, the main pair that the buy bot and the converter both hit on right here. It's $1.52, and yeah, see those are EDI conversions. And you can see all these buybacks of 369, 369, 369. Catching up on some of those. See where there's no 5s here, but there's these 369s. Those are from the PulseX pair and the Hex pair, I believe. Yeah, look at all those. Like there's 2, but then there's like 6. So if we zoom in here, and of course this crazy face right here is for the jackpot tomorrow. That's a lot of fun. But we're going to go to the 15-minute chart. And we're going to go to auto and go like this. 15 minutes is crazy. Wow, look at this. Like those are like the Rassler's candle right there. I apologize for trying to rhyme wrestle and candle, but it's fun to call it the Rassler's candle. Rassler's candles just pump all the way up to like $1.70, $1.80 right here earlier. Pretty cool. And then you see this is a dumperoni, that's a dumperoni. But when you see these other ones, like so, where they look like stairs, those are the EDI conversion, and you see the stairs going up. That's a buy bot right there, bringing the price up higher to where it was when it started minting or dumping or converting to EDI. And then this is just some crazy candle. I think the Rassler's back. That looks like a Rassler candle. Yeah, the Rassler candles look like the New York skyline. Like they just go straight up it goes down and it's just like, nope. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I think the Rassler's, I bet you if we look down here, the Rassler's been in the house. So there's a buy bot. And some of these are spread across, different pairs. So they might not be here. But, oh yeah. Well, no, that's not the one. No, those are not the droids I'm looking for. Let's go over to like the Hex pair. So here's the Hex pair. Some of them might have been routed over here. There's some good chunks from OG, but that's not the Rassler. Oh, I think I see a Rassler here. Oh, yeah, that's Rassler. This is Rassler season. Rassler's in the house. Rassler is picking up what they consider to be cheap darker. And I'm just going to leave that there. I'm going to say that the Rassler thinks that $1.30, $1.40 is cheap. Definitely worth getting a bag of. I don't want, I can't say anything on that, but I'm just, maybe he's right, maybe he's wrong. I don't know. That's just Rassler logic, and you never know. Never know what's going to happen when people start minting tomorrow. It could be very, very interesting for the price chart, to the upside or to the downside. PDI is down 4%. The Gray's currency, it says, is at 0. It doesn't make any sense. This is all zeroed out right here. No volume, 88 bucks of liquidity. They may have migrated from this contract address to another one. Peacock is just under a penny right now. That might be a good dip. Might be the start of a reversal. It's crypto. Nuts. If you guys want more nuts in your diet, more nuts in your life, I've got a squirrel with nuts here. Squirrel swap. Why is it darker right there? Let's actually just kill that darker. We don't need to. But yeah, nuts is doing pretty good. This is against USD on the 15-minute chart. On the daily chart, what do we have on the daily chart? No, this doesn't have the long. Okay, we'll look at it in a little bit. Neon and Pulse. Curb stomping. Just curb stomping went down, and I imagine maybe some of the whales and stuff just accumulated and then said, send it. Send it. So it's looking pretty good right now. And this is over the course of a year, January. This is since January. So half a year is a 6-month chart right there. I do want to show you guys that chart because it is bananas. Gelato is doing pretty good, making a little higher high from the local amount that we have right here. Looking pretty good. Where's our YEP token? Where's our darker YEP? Darker YEP. Shout out to Bright Light, who was in the chat earlier, and he may or may not still be here. But the YEP token is recovering from this insanity spike right here and just holding its ground. Very well handled liquidity there, if I do say so myself. Wick token, which is not, this pair's not that old, but look at that. Somebody is like, I will take profits today. And at 12 bucks of volume on here, so it's not this one. But let me pull. Don't I have the nuts on here? Maybe I have it on this watch list. Sometimes it doesn't keep all your watch lists here, and I don't know why. I think it's a volume thing. But like, here's the Wick and Pulse, where that does look like a sell-off. But is it really? Is this a sell-off after this curb stomp? Look at that. Look at that. Not only is it a curb stomp where it goes here and goes flat, it's a curve stomp with a haircut, with a big, like, mohawk. So, like, it curb stomped and then it went up all the way up to a penny and a half. All the way down front. It started the curb stomp at 5 10,000ths? No. 5 thousandths of a penny. It went up to a penny and a half. That is bananas. And like I said, it's when you got the supply, when something's scarce and in demand, crazy things can happen on the chart. That's all I'm saying. It's a penny right now. Very interesting. Let's see if I can find that's my nuts darker. Let's see if we can find the nuts pulse. I think I added that one yesterday. There's gelato. Shout out to Gelato and Darker. Gelato's doing really good. I probably need to find a longer chart for Gelato for you guys. But I swear, here's Nuts and Pulse. There it is. So here's the USD price of Nuts. And like I said, it's like, this is just like noisy. But if you just pull it over, curb stomp, boom, street curb right there. Insane what these things just did just during a little pump, just sending things. Now it looks even cooler if you price it in Pulse. In Pulse, there are no dips. Basically, there's a little dip here, a little dip there, but this thing is just being sent against Pulse. In fact, we should do the same thing against Wick because it's going to look wicked. Wicked Wick chart. This is it against Pulse. Like, what? Like, go to US dollars, right? And you see this looks like a crazy correction and stuff, but it's not, because this is what's happening in Pulse. And then you put it in Pulse, and the shape of the whole thing changes. The dips are just basically non-existent. Holy sheesh. Holy sheesh. All right, so those are some of the prices we like to check out here. Darker. Here's a darker scan of the darker token. I'm not sure why that one's up. Darker matter, there's 781 holders. Some people cheated out earlier. They're no longer with us. In fact, I wonder if that's going to move the percentage on Squirrel Swap. And this shows 71 addresses holding fuel cells. However, that's not necessarily true. There's closer to 90, I believe. We looked at the page earlier. It's about 90. We're on our way to 150 minters. And then we'll know that we're headed in the right direction, building community. Squirrel Swap has all these crazy things: products, bots, tools, random number generator flow, NFTs, games, and nuts. For those of you that like to get nuts. Now, wait a second. Fees, nuts, play, wait. Own a piece of the ecosystem. Yeah, explore squirrels. You can get rewarded in nuts here, right here. Roasting nuts. 30% of every protocol fee is pooled for buying and roasting nuts. Anyone can trigger the public buy and roast function, removing tokens from circulation, creating continuous deflationary pressure. Public function buys nuts from the open market and roasts them continuously. How do you earn, though? Right here, products. Hang on. Products. Bots. Wait, no, was it? Swap, DCA, limit orders, liquid management, batch swap. There's so many things here that I haven't even had a chance to check out. Approval manager, portfolio tracker, bulk token send. Yeah, if you hit launch tab, let's go here. Look, okay, so you can claim. You can claim rewards. So total deposit, there's 791,000 wrapped pulse deposited and 24,000 pulse that's been distributed. And right now there's 766,000 wrapped pulse. No squirrel NFTs were found. So if you have a red squirrel NFT, it looks like 30% of all fees are distributed to NFT holders. Claim anytime. Rewards follow the NFT if you transfer or sell it. Interesting. Real interesting. We got the Squirrel Swap right here, which gave us a better deal by 2 pennies on Switch than Switch did earlier. Crazy. Platform stats. I think we went over something here earlier. Yeah, trending now. Wick, Pulse, EDI, Switch is trending. USDC, CNX Tuesday, the Pew Pew. Top tokens of all time. Looks like EDI, Wrap, Pulse, Nuts, Wrap, Pulse Wrapped Bitcoin, Wick. Interesting. And recent activity. Swaps. So this is what's going in swap. It's about the DCA. Looks like someone's using DCA to get into Helgo and ST3 right now. That's interesting. Limit orders. Ooh, a bunch of EDI on wrapped Bitcoin. So this is a buy. I think this is an EDI buy where they want to get some pulse wrapped Bitcoin. So $500 DAI, $100 limit order, $200 limit order. Then there's someone trying to get pump SAC. Now they're trying to buy it, like they're spending EDI on it and wrap pulse on it. Someone is trying to switch some Tetra for nuts. They've got a limit order there. Interesting. Super interesting. That if you guys, like I said, the whole take profit formula that I shared with you guys, very simple. Every time your token doubles, sell 10%. If it doubles like really quickly, you might want to sell 15%. Every time your token goes down 50%, take 10% of your dry powder, buy back in. And then obviously you don't want to be doing this across 20 or 30 pairs, which most of us have. But this right here, the limit orders, I believe, I haven't figured this out yet. I believe you can set the limit orders on the chart. Like you can go to the chart and just set the limit orders on double and half. I'm pretty sure you can do that. In fact, we'll have to have a squirrel or one of his followers, one of his cult members, one of his squirrels come help us with that. So that's what else do we got here? We got trade. No, we already have trade open. So now let's go to tools, portfolio. You can look at our portfolio here. I don't know whose that is. I'll pull it up before I check. So you can check your portfolio. In fact, let's get rid of that one. And we can use our wallet address for our stream wallet. Paste that. Add. There we go. Like this. Paste. Load portfolio. And this one will show you your tokens. So we got $56 of tokens here. Mostly nuts. We have mostly nuts. And then we have a little Dr. Doge, Actuator, Pulse, Hex, Spunk, P-Die. Look at that. Oh, that's crazy. And then if we want to see what our liquidity positions are, which are none, it would show your liquidity positions, shows your DeFi. So this is going to show your Dr. Doge and your actuator, our actuator farm right there. I'm guessing, I don't know. I'll ask them offline. Our NFTs, we have so many NFTs in here because we were using this as the wallet for the testing on mainnet when we were launching Darker. So we have like 18 different versions of fuel cells as we were doing the test tokens. Yeah. Let's see, the smart contract for the fuel cell tokens is this one right here. I'm going to put it into there. Paste. It ends in BD8. So 805 D8. That's it right there. I'm just lurking. What's up, believe in yourself? Making it rain is raining. Oh my. Check that out. But yeah, that's the one right there. So let's go back to Squirrel. Let's see if we find one that ends in that right there. CBD8. There we go. No, that's not it. There's 9 DOB. That's not it. We had 2,000 of those minted. How many do we have? We have like 2,400, right? I want to say 2,400. There's 26. Nope, that's not it. 17. Yeah, 805 D8. So we have 1,748, and we have not attached metadata or art to them yet. But when we do, they'll show up here, and might even have like badges and stuff show which one's one. Cool stuff. Yeah, so check that out. The other thing that we love over here are tools. No. What am I thinking here? Activity. No, it's not activity. It's not play. It's tools. Where's the I'm losing my mind over here. Where are the tools? There are tools. Somewhere here. Where is the liquidity pairs? Because I really wanted to see with these people cheating out what that would look like. Let's see. It's got to be squirrels. No. Nutters. No. Tools. No. Trade. Thanks, CryptoCat. So you go to trade, then you go to liquidity, then you go to pool explorer, and then you say darker right here. It's going to scan that. We got 40K in liquidity across a ton of pairs. And right now the median price is $1.45, and PulseX is paired right there. Look at this. Ping Miss Well is all the way back here at $1.40. That is crazy. And Wick is doing good, but it's way back here. Yep, token. Squirrel's out in front. ProveX has $160 of liquidity, and it's at $1.50. So you can check all those, but this is what I want to do. View top holders. Oh, yeah. Look at that. So the top holders, you get to 95% at the 12th and up. The top 12 holders are basically at 95%. And if you go all the way down to 50, we have 98% wrapped up. So like I said, there's less than 2% of what was airdropped of the total. Sorry, there's less than 2% of the entire supply sitting in people's hands right now, which is bananas outside of, obviously the Pink Miss Well and the mystery box. A couple other homies here that have been stacking. That is bananas. Totally bananas. All right. Yeah. So that's another thing that they're good for. 0x Bistro. You can get darker here for $1.20 or $1.40, I think, depending on which token you buy. No one's bought anything here in days. All the darker Burnex and Top Hats sitting here. But the darker is on sale because it's showing that it's worth $1.45, and it's being sold for $1.40 in wrapped ETH. But if I hit view and I go to show more, and I want to buy it with a DAI stablecoin, it's $1.40. I want to buy it with USDL, $1.40. If I want to buy it with Pulse, 210 million. So what would that be? That one's hard to figure out, but I think it's higher. Pretty sure it's higher. Cool stuff. Nexion protocol. This thing he just did on his launcher token, he just added the DK taxes. So you can add the DK tax. So basically you can say that if anyone just dumps your stuff in the first week, first day, first month, they just don't damage. They just don't get paid, which, pay this tax out in Pulse. Treasury receiver. So that would be like the string wallet. But yeah, you can set your decay. So you can start the tax at 99%. And then you can end the tax at 0. I think that's a good place to end. Decay duration is 6 hours. No, we want it to be, we want it to be a whole cycle, man. Let's do 4 years. 4 years. Days, hours, minutes. Damn it, Lef. We need a lot more. Let's do days, but we can probably do a lot of days. So like 4 years would be like 1,200 days, right? Yeah, 12 plus 2, so it'd be like 1,400 days. 1,400 days. Check that out. So it starts at 99% and it decays to 0 over 4 years after you enable trading. That'd be a hell of a way to protect your airdrops, because people would just cash out and just not even think about it. Or they'd be like, oh, I don't get any money when I cash this out, and they'd just sit on it, and then they'd forget about it. And even when the tax went down, they would probably forget about it. This is genius. This is brilliant. This would be really great. This is the cool thing is like, there's a lot of badasses in this community that have never dumped, or they've sold a little bit for like pulse or for liquidity, or just because they made a bunch on the lottery and they cashed a little bit out and then minted some. So those people would not be affected by this very much. In fact, those people, I don't think you'd sell these on OX Bistro because they're a tax token. But wait, ours is a tax token, so maybe it's a buy token, buy tax. No, because we have a sales tax. So I guess you could put these on 0x Bistro and accept the full amount for them. And, there'll probably be buyers for it, especially if you give them a discount on what they would pay on the market. But this would only hurt the people that have showed up and dumped and dumped and dumped. None of them minted, did that stuff. And you could still do the tax exempt, I bet, on this, where if they did mint some tokens, they didn't pay any tax. So you could do both of these. So anyone that is really just a danger to dumping on your community and cashing out and leaving, they're the only ones that would be affected by this. I think it's genius. I mean, some of you guys are being like, I don't know. I mean, it would only offend people that want to dump on you. It wouldn't offend anyone that wants to play the game or invest or sell smart. Oh, damn, Lef. Good job. I still think you should add the ears to this just to freak people out. Anyways, Vault 369 accepts ProveX as collateral. Got a bunch of stuff going on here. I still don't know if they've changed their. Oh my gosh. Oh, geez, Louise. Oh, sweet baby Jesus, my eyes. Oh my gosh. It's too damn bright. They gotta fix that. I don't know who's spending time on there that does not have a migraine from looking at that color green, but geez Louise. And it's not even much of this green, and it still just burns your eyes. Oh, VersaVault coming soon. Has some very cool twists on the lending protocols. Wix.pix is an insane community ran by insane people doing an insane dance with AI. And here's their pulse chain aggregator. It tells you what price you're going to get on all this stuff. Like a while ago, we had $5 of DAI we were going to do. And I think swap on Squirrel Swap, that takes you right there. But if we reran it right now, Squirrel still, well, it's saying it's giving us 4 cents more than Switch. But Jolt, which I believe is associated with Switch, that one has the same price as Switch. So interesting. And then here's the sites. You can look at the Allmac. You can do WixPix main hub, the member area. You can do audits. You can do swap help. You can do Vibe audit. You can do Alpha Lens. You can do AI safety, Gas Tide. Oh my gosh, just so many things here. Meme gallery. Very cool. GTA 6. Wick plus GTA 6. Leonida goes on change. A neon unofficial fan concept tying Wick to the biggest game ever made. Grand Theft Auto 6 Wick picks. Let's check this out. Coming in November 19th, 2026, an unofficial fan concept. So maybe they're just going to let you do the Wick game, the Wick version of GTA. Not sure. Interesting. See, they're just insane stuff. I never know what I'm going to see when I come here. I know that something cool is going to be happening. And going back to what we said earlier, Tangent streams. Tangent talks about his token. He talks about his project. Now, granted, when the money shows up from Ethereum, that won't be a deciding factor, but it's going to be the deciding factor of getting ready for that wave. Morbius. Oh, we should continue playing. We were killing it at blackjack last night. It was a red day, and we made a ton of money on red, on single will. Actuator, like for reals, guys, this is insane. Day 24, 26, that was a good year. And you can arbitrage between the discounts. Some have a better discount than others at different times, and sometimes they reach up and hit 1 hex, and that is a time to sell and wait for it to go down and buy back and just roll, just get more hex, get more hex, get more T-shares, get more hex, get more T-shares. Yeah, Crispy Man has been, if you guys want to learn more, Crispy Man is the guy to go to. Here's my vertical tabs. Thanks, bro. That's the one I downloaded. It didn't need to. Oh, here. Yeah, Fire Kyle right here DM'd me something on that. White paper. Here's the white paper from Super Steak that I fed into AI and had it read and dumb it down for me. And here's Red Squirrel's Buy Me a Beer link. Yeah, I should send him some crypto and say thanks for the RNG, homie. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Just meant to post that baby. Paste it, and post it. There we go. Damn, this is nice. Morbius has some competition. Trade. Yes, thank you, CryptoCat. And then, yeah, there's some, I need to buy him a beer. I do know that the only person that understands some of this random number generator, proof, no proof, Merkle's, like all that stuff is Squirrel. So Squirrel explains a lot of things to me that I don't understand, that prove if someone's trying to cheat you or not, or how they're proving if they don't cheat you. And yeah, it's very interesting talking to him about that stuff. He's got some cool solutions and products for that. That's about it. Let's see, did we get paid yet? No, we don't get paid yet. Average APR 71%. Ooh, 71% on $5. We will be retiring very soon. Folding at home client. Oh, you know, folding at home, if we could get, oh my eyes. Oh my goddamn eyes. Oh my gosh, my eyes. If we could get a setting here for a night mode, that would be tits. That would be, oh, so good. Let's ask AI. All right. Hey, is there a night mode on the foldingathome.org?
Let me take a quick look at the interface. Finding that dark mode is quite straightforward. Yes, there is a dark mode available, which can be switched on in your account settings under the appearance options.
Now I feel like a total idiot.
Don't worry about it at all. Navigating new interfaces can take a bit of searching. Let's see if we can locate that setting together. Can you point out any settings menus you see on the screen right now?
Yeah, I have machines, work unit, stats, project, news, and then I have a settings cog and a view machine log. I have a view machine details and then a pause button.
Exactly. You're in the right place. Go ahead and click that settings cog icon, the one that looks like a gear, right next to your machine's name. That should open up the options menu where you'll find the appearance settings to switch to dark mode.
Yeah, under account settings, you got username, team name, passkey, cause, scheduling, and resource usage. Maybe I'm clicking the wrong cog.
I understand it can be frustrating when the settings don't match what you're looking for. It seems you are in the machine-specific settings, but the appearance settings for dark mode are typically found within a general account settings page rather than the settings for an individual machine.
Maybe I just need to upgrade to something higher than V8-5.
You might not need to upgrade just yet. In the V8.5 client, the appearance settings for dark mode are sometimes found in a general account or profile settings area rather than the individual machine settings. Let's look for a main account menu to see if those options are available there.
Yeah, no, there's news, projects, stats, work units, and machines. Oh well. It was worth a shot. Okay, let me check the stream, see how you guys are hanging in there. Bybot seems to be offline. Are you looking at the EDI pair, or are you looking at the PulseX and Hex pair? I remember the great hunt for LinkedIn dark mode. No, dark mode is, but then again, dark mode doesn't always not kill your F&Is like we see on this screen right here. The Vault 369 that's painful. EDI pair. Yeah, it should be on there. Sometimes it takes a moment to catch up because this is what was happening before. The buy bot was trying to keep up with all this stuff. And when the buy bot has its slippage set to 5% or something like that. So what would happen was the buy bot would push the price against itself. And wait, is this PDI or EDI? That's PDI. That's why it looks funny and has... No, it's got 2K liquidity. This is it. Weird. Where's all my stuff? Oh, because it's priced in EDI. Here we go. So yeah, if you go down here to the buys, it's not going to catch up to all of these until the slippage is under 5%. And before, it would revert and lose them and miss them. And then it was updated to where it waits for the slippage to be right so that it's not pushing the price against itself and not getting the amount of darker matter that it wants, which is 3.69%. So it just sometimes takes a second to catch up to that making it rain, but that's quite a bit of making it rain. That's, $7 a pop, the $35 added right there, $15 right there, $15 right there. And that's just on this pair because it also uses the Hex and the PulseX pair, like I said. So you scroll down here on the EDI conversion, here's $15. There's $32. There's $13. There's that's not it. At least this might be one. No, maybe it's one or two. Yeah, so sometimes you just have to wait for that for the market to calm down or for the price to calm down for it to go back and eat. Yeah, here's 6.9 69. Nice. Let's actually go back to the EDI pair though and zoom in to the 15-minute chart or even the 5-minute chart. And this really shows you the EDI pair right here. Oh, we're back up to about 56 right now, which means some people have been eating right there. Crazy. And then here's a bot that's been buying and selling right here. But yeah, look at that. So it's catching up like that. Boom, boom, boom. And then the bots come in and eat. Nom, 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 nom. But yeah, there's a buy bot, but where are those big old buys coming from that are bigger than 369? Or maybe that's just all the bots going right up. Let's go to the 1-minute chart. Nope, it happened in 1 minute too when it was bought from 46 cents to 56 cents. So it must have been on another pair that it pumped this. Because you'll notice sometimes the sell bots, the price will go up while they're selling, and you're like, that doesn't make sense. But it makes sense if they're, if the price is going up across different pairs. So yeah, this looks like definite Rassler candle activity. Insane. Let's check another one of these. Darker and Hex, that got the volume. So this has $315 of volume on it. But it's down to 146. So no, I didn't want to do that. No, I don't want to do gaming transactions. Oh, traders. Wait, hang a second. Check this out. This is interesting. This one right here has been running the Make It Rain bot and has sold 1,770 and put $6,000 into EDI converter. And then if you want to see people that have lost the most money, meaning they bought the most, you scroll down here and it should show us the amount there. Average buy price, wallet sold, P&L, unrealized balance. Balance would be a fun one to check out. See who's got how much unrealized. Yeah, 256 in this one. Most of the dumpers are out from today. Interesting. But that's not what I wanted. I want to see transactions. And yep. There's OG doing $10 chomps. Here's there's a Rassler with $16 on this pair, $14 on this pair, $15 on this pair, $13 on it. Like, just insanity. They love the 30 and 40 cent range, which is it might prove to be a great place to be loading up right now. If you look at this, because we had some insanity go on like this. Obviously, check out the buy bots and the Rassler 1 hour chart. Yeah, that's pretty crazy even on the 1 hour chart. Looks like it's consolidating right now. It doesn't look like it's again tomorrow. Everything could change. I mean, $153,000 of darker is a lot of darker on a 40K liquidity, and we'll see what happens. But damn. All right, how are you guys doing in stream? It's buying now. Yep. Yeah, see, it just sometimes it takes a while. I remember the Great Hunt for LinkedIn dark mode. I already read that one, but it's definitely worth. Thank you for sharing. Believe in yourself. Here's the place where you can send some money and tip Red Squirrel for his random number generator. You can do dark mode and folding at home. Click login and give it an email address. Once signed in, check dark mode. What? So I'm just not signed in. Off to bed. So I'm connected to my wallet, but I'm not. That's good to know. Sweet dreams, Crypto Cat. Let me see if okay, so go to login, give it an email address, but I have an email address on there. Boom, login. What the hell? Well, it's definitely hex tips. Okay. Passphrase. Yeah, I don't know my passphrase. And I'm afraid of doxing it here, but I will check it sometime. That's good to know. I'll log in, and then once I'm logged in, I'll hit dark mode because this is super bright. Thanks, Hexglen. Hexglen is probably also folding at home. Tomorrow we'll be here soon. Just completed a poem. Oh man. I love Crypto Cat's poems. Very cool. All right, guys, I'm going to drop YouTube. So all you guys that are on here that are actually commenting on YouTube, I'm the only one on X that's commenting on X. If I go to X right now and check to see how many people are watching on X, it looks like it is show more. It looks like there are 14 viewers on X. It looks like it is not great. There's probably quite about, I mean, if there's 14 viewers here and there's 22 viewers here, just like 7 of you guys that are actually commenting here. I'm going to drop this and I'm going to play some music, and then I'm going to gamble a little bit, hang out with you guys. So, all right, goodbye to YouTube, and I'm going to play some cool music and DJ and gamble at Morbius. So I'll catch you over there if you guys go over to X.